Hello, this is the presentation for La Moda Exotica for the Skills Factor semi-finals. Unfortunately, due to exam pressures, the whole team could not make it here. Therefore, I, the project manager, Shivam, will be taking this presentation. And due to timing issues, I will not be able to say every single point. Therefore, I will only say the main points. Now, the team members and positions. Shivam Malkin was the project manager and had to oversee the whole project as well as delegate every other role. Banuja Balachandran was for finance. She had to see how we could break even and make a profit through our product. Navneet Mundi was for marketing management. She had to figure out a way how we could advertise our service. Hafsa Mirza, service development. She had to figure out how we could improve our product and make it something that already doesn't exist. Swati Vara, operations and human resources, was held responsible for recruiting our models for our fashion show and to oversee certain operations. Sid Maru, sales representative, was responsible for selling our event tickets. Now, the service we offered. A niche already exists that has yet to be filled for our high-volume, upscale, quality-driven fashion show. We offer businesses such as high street brands a chance to showcase their latest trends, designs, clothes for a price depending on how much showcasing needs to be done. As well as designers having a chance to showcase off their masterpieces, local restaurants are given the opportunity to provide food for the event in order to promote their own businesses. Furthermore, we are the only company who gives permission for the designers to auction off their clothing at the end of the show. This is a great promotional point for the businesses as well as us earning a lot more money. Our service is not only there to showcase and promote, however, it also portrays a message to bring communities closer together and become more involved within social activities. Our service gives a chance for fashion lovers to develop a new sense of style as well as keep up with the latest season trends and teaches people to live a celebrity lifestyle on an average price budget based on buying clothes from high street retailers. The skills and traits learnt and developed. Shivam, project manager, leadership and managing, as he had to lead the whole team and manage every single project that occurred. Interpersonal skills, he had to cooperate with clients and customers as well as his own team. Understanding of different markets, Shivam was the person who figured out the target market for this fashion show. Analytical and observational skills. He had to observe what was going wrong and provide feedback to develop the product. Better public speaking skills. Shivam has already represented the Oxford and Cambridge Debating Union. However, after public speaking with radio stations and newspapers, these have improved. Insight into marketing and business management. Shivam has already been in a business field, however, this was his first time in marketing and he has learnt a lot from it. Negotiation and pitching. The first time we asked to radio stations and newspapers to advertise our product, high prices were given. Therefore, after negotiation, we ended up on a nice budget price. Versatility and adaptability. He had to adapt to each situation and develop every single thing. Being innovative. The idea of the fashion show, how we could develop it. Insight into every skill used and developed by each team member due to the help from the project manager. You will see how he did this through every other skill base. Banuja, finance, analytical and data handling skills. Insight into how to make business projections. She had to learn how to break even, how we would make profit and to save our company from making a loss in this economy. Knowledge of product and markets. Knowledge of how much is required to break even and make a profit. Insight into the financial stability of the country, probabilities of business being successful. As we know, there is currently a recession, so how could we thrive in this situation? And how to price everything based on profit margin projections. So she had to predict our profit margin projections for the first 3 years. Navneet Mundi, marketing management, interpersonal skills as she had to talk to clients and customers, insight in how advertising works, develop in public speaking as she also had to negotiate with clients. Communication, this interlinks with the previous. Timing, we had a set timing delegated by our project manager and had to follow it. An insight into market research. Hafsa, service development. Market research. This is a must, because if we don't know what our audience wants, there is no way we can develop our own product. Observational skills. She had to observe what was going wrong and what was bad about the product so we could improve it. Analyzing and improving. This links into the previous. Being innovative. She had to develop new ideas of how we could make our product something that already does not exist in the open market. Thinking from the market's perspective. Developing a product, service. Swati, operations and human resources. How to recruit. She had to learn how to recruit new models. Managing timings. This is a must. Rendezvousing with certain clients. If this goes wrong, the project would not have been successful. Keeping track of everything. Swati had to oversee each operation. How to give feedback based on everyone's perspective with solutions. And Sid Maru, the sales representative, he had to learn how to seal a deal, how to sell our events tickets, what audience to target for different markets, and selling the product off to clients as well as customers. Problems overcome and how they were resolved. Is our service realistic? At first we thought, could we actually make a perfect service and make it realistic, and were we just being too ambitious? But after careful thought and brainstorming, we realized it was possible. Can we commit ourselves to achieving such a task? Due to exam pressures, due to our own social lives, we thought it was worth it, and therefore we did it. Timing, this was a must. We had a lot of problems with timing because the project manager Shivam had delegated each time slot for each certain stage in the project to be done to a certain timing. Marketing, this was a must. Advertising was hard in its own because radio stations and newspapers could not take us seriously as we are only a startup business. After negotiating and public speaking, we progressed further. Development of the product. How could we make something better than already exists? How could we make something better for the niche market? Personal lives in school vs the project. Disagreements and negative feedback. These we overcome with democracy, democratic voting, as well as brainstorming on what is the best option and outcome for the project. The brief business plan. La Moda Exotica will offer you an unforgettable experience through display of cultural clothing from around the world. We started off small scale, only running our business through school fashion shows. However, through product development, we have successfully achieved a place within the growing fashion industry and aim to promote high street brands as well as our own. As we have targeted a niche market, we have potential to blossom into a recognized brand name. Our services delivers a high street type fashion show along with promotion of local restaurants. Furthermore, we give the option for designers and stores to auction off their designs and clothes to give the audience a taste of it and as well a bit of exclusivity. This is ideal as customers may not be able to afford going to the London Fashion Week, or clients such as high street brands may not be able to afford to book a place at London Fashion Week. This is ideal for fashion lovers as they get to live the branded lifestyle on a high street budget. The financial projections. As you can see, we base projections on startup loan, cash sales, total cash inflow, purchase of food, initial purchase clothing, change of location, and every other thing you can see on this PowerPoint. At the end of the first year, our profit sales base was £2,405. How would we break even? Well, we used the calculation for the break-even method, fixed costs over sales minus variable costs, and this we equaled out to be 143.75 minus 525 minus 360, which said we would break even within 6 months of our startup business. The 3-year projections. Based on our first year projection, we realized that it is easily doable, and maybe we were being a bit pessimistic. Therefore, here are now 3-year projections based on what we think we'll make if everything occurs as described. First year, total revenue £84,000, gross profit £49,100. Second year, total revenue £114,000, gross profit £87,194. Third year, total revenue £149,500, gross profit £111,798. As you can see, there is a pattern increase in the revenue and gross profit earned each year. This is because the more our company develops, the more we promote ourselves, and the more the others promote us as well as themselves. So in all, it's a positive money cycle. Business development. Eventually, we hope to expand our business to a commercial basis, such as publicising our event on TV ads, as well as showcasing a high-class venues, such as in central London. By 2 years, we wish to implement a set season structure to ensure that all the latest trends are kept up to date by fashion lovers. By the end of 3 years, we hope to expand our business to a national level, where different shows occur all over the country. By 10 years, we hope to go international, where we deliver our service to the world. Call it ambitious, but nothing is impossible. This presentation was brought to you by Moda Exotica. Thank you for listening.